Your husband stole $2 million from me. You got 2 weeks to pay me back.
I'll say it till the cows come home. That first opening shot of the movie is something I personally have never seen in the cinema. I understand that people are not acknowledging it. They're like, okay, well, it's not a big deal. But for me, if it's not a big deal, then why haven't we seen it before? Because it's not meant to say anything other than these two people are in love. It makes the biggest racial, sexual statement that you could possibly make. Because in that scene, what you have to do, you have to ask yourself questions of how did they meet? How do they fall in love? Those rare questions that a lot of people don't ask in the cinema when they see people of color, because they stop at the intellectual. What do they represent, not who they are?
How far have we fallen? Get us out of here, Harry! The less you know, the more seemingly you gain.
I didn't want this story to lull. I didn't want it to sort of stagnate. I needed it to sort of ride like a roller coaster through the environment of Chicago. The politics were just part of the sort of engrossing of having an idea of what's going on within Chicago of now, but also lays the context for the heist. Everything's interlinked and everything is sort of given a space in order to find out why, how, and what.
And the things that I had to work on were things that are so small and minuscule. Like work on being vulnerable, work on being a woman, working on being in love and the intimacy of it. I found being in bed, I found that to be very vulnerable. More vulnerable than being naked. It was being emotionally naked. It cost me something. I had to work on that.
I trusted Steve. He was always interested in all the time of getting to the honesty of these people and the situation they were in. That was the direction we were always going in. Not trying to be flash, especially, you know, driving scenes and doors falling off and gunshots, you know, all that stuff that we've all seen before, but that Steve wanted to make that based on a reality, you know.